Guys, in this video we are going to see how to do linear search array in C++ programming. Now we are going to create a game out of it. Like when the user enters certain number, we are going to say whether the user gets the correct number or not, something like that, right? Now let's go ahead and create the array first. And here we are going to put integer my array, and we are going to put set of numbers, like set of elements inside the array. And this is square bracket equal to and curly bracket. Now to save the time, I just already put some numbers right here. I'm just going to copy, paste it, and close this curly bracket. Okay, now semicolon. After that, we are going to, for example, if the user input something, it's going to be most likely positive. User is not going to type something like negative some number, right? So to see if there is an error condition, what we are going to do is we are going to set a number that is negative. For example, we are going to put integer user input -1. So we know that if there any error happen, we can detect it. And also to end game, we are going to set a character, because we are going to create loops that's going to go over and over and over again. So we have to end this one somewhere. So to end that one, we are going to set a character and end game, and for that one we are going to leave a space. In this space we are going to put yes or no thing. We will do it later. So we just put a space right here, and then to detect any error in the program, we are going to set another thing, that's int index, and that is equal to -1. Okay, now to detect whether the user entered the correct number or not, we are going to create a FunkFrag, right? So this is going to be bool found and false. Okay, now we have created this one, and now we are going to create while loop. So while true, and then we are going to ask the user to enter a number. So we are going to put a cout statement that's going to ask the user to enter a number. So here we are going to put please enter a guess. Please enter a guess. And after that, we are going to end this line. When this appears, user is going to input something. To input, we are going to put use cin, and we are going to put user input. Okay, now when the user input some value, we have to check whether that one is in array. Now to check that one, we are going to create a for loop. Okay, so for loop, that's going to go from 0. So index is equal to 0, and index is less than 10. And then index plus plus. Okay, index is basically these values, like this 9 is 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index. So since we have 10 numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's why we put less than 10, because 0 to 9 is already 10. So we have to have less than 10, and that's going to increase each time by 1. That's why increment by 1. And this for loop, what does this for loop do is this will go through each elements in this array and check whether this in the whenever the user put an input, first it will go through this one and check whether this exit right here, and if it doesn't exist, it goes through another loop, another element, and it checks every element one at a time, right? So that's why we create this loops right here. And if this found the number that is exists in this array, we are going to create a statement. So let's say found. We are going to put a flag. We are going to set a flag right here. So found is equal to true. Okay, if they found the number that exists, we are going to put a cout statement. That's going to tell the user congrats, you guessed a number. And that's it. And then we are going to move to the new line, and also we are going to say which index it was founded. Like as we mentioned before, we have indexes like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going it's going to tell the user in which index the number is appearing, right? So we are going to say the number was found at let's continue down here. Found at index, and then we are going to put index and end this line. Okay, now after this one finished, we have to break this loop, break this for loop. Otherwise, if we don't break this one, it will go all over again and again and again. It will never end, right? So we have to break this one right here. So we are going to put a break statement, and that's it. Now what if not true? So we have to create another statement. After this break, if the user enters something that's not true, we have to go somewhere like, so let's say if this is not true, if let's say if not found, we are going to give a cout statement. Sorry, you did not guess a number. Guess a number. And now we are going to end this line. Okay, after we finish this one, like after the first case, we are going to ask the user, do you want to play a game? So that's why we created this character end game. So if the player like press N no, it's going to end right there, right? Otherwise, if we don't set that one, it's going to go all over again and again and again. It will never end. So we are going to set an end for this one. Cout statement. Play again. Okay, then we are going to set yes or no. Okay, yes or no, end line. And then we are going to put cn end game. If end game, if end game is equal to n, we are going to break. Okay, break and curly bracket. Okay, now that's it for this one. Now this would probably work. Now let's give it a try and what we get. So before I do that, let's see what this break is. Before we had a break, this is to break this for loop, and this break is to break while loop, right? Because for loop is closed right here. After this break, this one, it's going to go all over again, and if not found, it's going to come here and it's going to break this while loop. So this is for loop, this is for while loop, right? And let's run this one and see what happens. Okay, there's something wrong. Break if endgame. Okay, let's see. So here we have a open break, curly bracket, 1 2 3, and then 3, and then found true. Okay, here we have, okay, 0. If endgame, C in endgame. Okay, inline, let's see. Break statement not within the loop or switch. Break statement not within the loop. Okay, let's see. First we have this one, and okay, here we have this one, and here we have this while loop, this one, and oh, I forgot to do one thing. Here we have to do one more thing before I, so user input we have to know, we have to let the program know where to check it, right? If user input equal to my array index. Okay, so it's going to go through the my array index numbers, right? That way we can let them know. Now let's create another curly bracket, and now this would work. Now let's check it again. Okay, let's run this and see what happens. User input. Okay, there should be a space right here. Okay, now the question is asking please enter a guess. Now let's actually enter a number that exists. For example, 21. And if we enter this one, it says congrats, you guessed a number. The number was found at this one, found at index 8. Okay, I should have leave a space right here. Okay, let's see. Index 8. Now let's see whether it is true. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That makes sense, right? So it's at the 8th index. And let's see what happens if we have a number that is not in the array. Okay, let's say, so the question is asking play again or no. Like here we have to type yes to play again. Please enter a guess. Let's say 50. 50 is not in the array, so let's see what happens if we enter 50. And the thing is, it says play again yes or no. Here we have a problem because we have this one right here, right? This didn't appear. Sorry, you did not guess a number. We expect that one, but it didn't show that one right here. The problem is that we didn't set the found variable, like we set it for the true, but for the false what we have to do is in the beginning we should have set that one right here. So in the beginning of this one, okay, let's stop this one and run here. In the beginning of this one we have to set this found variable equal to false. Okay, and also let's try to leave a space right here. Okay, Now also a space right here. Now let's run this one and see what we get. Please enter a number. Now let's enter a number that exists, for example 105. Okay, so that says congrats, you guessed a number. The number was found at index 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes sense, right? Now the question is asking, do you want to play again? Let's say yes. Please enter a guess, and let's enter a number that does not exist. 60. Okay, now it's saying sorry, you did not guess a number. Now it works, right? Because previously we didn't set a variable for the false. Now we set that one. Now it works. And that's how we do linear search array in C++ programming. I hope this video was helpful to you. See you next time.